Hello and welcome to the 2021 Sigma 1v1 battle with a twist. Brought to you by your hosts Will
and Rob. This is for those who have been feeling a little bit Overwatch League sick heading into the end of the year, and there's quite some time to wait for some enthralling up-close competitive battles.
That's right, we've got content hooting at you for anyone feeling a little owl sick. Take a look at today's battle. Clowner versus GetDazzled on the Sigma. There will be 3 rounds in this 1v1, and the person with the most accumulative wins is the victor.
Oh, but not just any 1v1, Will. The first round is going to be a standard Sigma standoff battle taking place on Nepal Sanctum.
Round 2 is the Sigma Super Serum round. Quite the tongue twister and exciting battle on Ilios Ruins, with an increased health pool, decreased cooldowns, and many more amplified statistics.
And the finale, the single shot Sigma round. No abilities, no ultimates, you don't even have a shield at this point. You can't have anything in Detroit. Just your primary fire and a little bit of handwork. This round will really show who's the better with the hyperspheres.
It's truly going to be a showdown between these two players. I mean, let's take a look at the stats between these players, brought to you by StatChad, the leading service in providing statistics for my channel only.
I mean, when you take a look at these guys side by side, you could easily pull some biases, like Clowner's higher eliminations and damage per 10 minutes.
Yes, but you're forgetting a few things here too. Take a look at the overall style of play that these statistics show. GetDazzled shows to be a much more passive and defensive style of Sigma, which may come in handy, and don't forget that time played advantage.
There really isn't too much between these guys, so I suppose we'll just have to find out in the battlefield as we're heading over to Nepal Sanctum for the first round now. Thank you again, StatChad, for providing us with those statistics, and let's head straight into the first game.
Heading into the Nepal matchup, what are your thoughts? I'm guessing your heart still lies with Clowner.
I'm afraid it does. The statistics show him to have a much higher damage potential, and I've actually played with this GetDazzled guy in ranked before.
Oh really?
And I kid you not when I say he does not know how to pile drive on ball. So unless his Sigma is better, I'm not so sure.
Well, let's see what happens here as they begin to head around the corner and play an LOS of each other. They're both going to opt to go for the high ground path. GetDazzled is going to pop his shield early. Clowner responds with a shield of his own, and it's a game of shield attrition here. Oh, I take that back. Clowner advanced past the shield and drops the rock right on his face. It looks like GetDazzled is beginning to panic here as he responds with an early suck. They're not giving each other any space as Clowner has the advantage here with a more aggressive playstyle, bringing the fight right to GetDazzled. They're both playing... Oh no!
Oh my! And he throws it all away.
I cannot believe it. I can't believe what I've just seen.
Things were going so well for Clowner, right up until the end there, where the hyper-aggressive playstyle is what ended up being the end of that round as he plummets to his death. But it isn't over just yet, as we're heading into round 2, and oh boy! You can tell Clowner isn't happy with that last round. That little aggression rock really tops it all off. We're beginning to head round the corner here on both sides, and Clowner is going to opt with the early
wow,
rock.
that was good.
Blocked swiftly by GetDazzled, as it looks like Clowner may be learning from his mistakes. Taking the more passive angle this time, GetDazzled getting aggressive with the shield placement, rotating around each other like they're ballroom dancing. A clean connection with the rock, allowing for a chance of GetDazzled to engage on the Clowner, and there it is again! A little revenge play from Clowner there. Take a look at that replay. I think Clowner was trying to lure him in there purely to learn from his mistakes from the previous round, and just getting rocked right over that edge. Devastating.
That's right, Rob. That was definitely taken personally by Clowner, and he woke up and chose malice after that last round. Oh, and it's going to be GetDazzled throwing the rocks first this time, and it's actually Clowner that's going to be spicing things up, not choosing to take the high ground this time, but opting for the point. And he's poking GetDazzled, throwing those hyperspheres just over his shield placement to get the mild trickle damage onto him. Oh, and we see the rotation once again from Clowner, and wow, a very close rock from him. Almost connecting, but GetDazzled gets away with a scratch.
Oh, please no. Don't make it a third time in a row.
Thank goodness, Clowner pushes just past that edge, and it's GetDazzled who's getting a little too close for comfort now. Both with such little HP remaining, playing around those shields so very well, and what was that?
Oh no! A desperate attempt to try and secure the victory there, as he attempts to punch from around about 2.5 meters away.
Absolutely unreal. Such a good round up until that fatal error made by Clowner there. You know, I'm noticing a pattern here, Rob. I mean, each round is a very even game until one of these two decide to push their boundaries a little too far, and then they just get completely punished and lose the round for it, you know?
Sounds to me like a sad teenage love story, Will, as we're seeing here the start of round 4, and back to all the commotion happening in this skinny alleyway again. A Saber Rock connection from Clowner to kick things off, followed up by nasty damage coming in here. And what the hell are we witnessing here, Will? An absolute nasty Street Fighter combo. So much damage just came in there.
And he still has 270 health. That is absolutely absurd.
I'm speechless. I really am. I mean, I take back what I said before, because that was just an absolute dominant performance there.
Oh, and it's GetDazzled here that's going to start things off by taking the fight away from the thin alley. I think he feels he'd perform better in the open here, as it's beginning to look that way. Damage with the Hyperspheres coming in from GetDazzled with a responsive accretion from Clowner. And damage to follow up from it, forcing the suction out of GetDazzled here, as he's got him trapped in this little cubby area. And what a turnaround from Clowner at the end there, as he's going to finish up this first game 3-2. And wow, what do you have to say about that as a first game?
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start, really. So many plays that happen in such a short amount of time. What a great game to kick things off. And be sure to expect more heading into game number 2. Round 2.
Why are you Japanese?
I don't know.
Round 2 is the Sigma Super Serum round, where the objective is of course to kill each other, but many of the statistics have been amplified here. It's sure going to make for some crazy rounds heading into the first on Ilios Ruins.
I'm very much fond of the deathmatch version in this map. The sunset instead of the midday version on this map really adds to the whole Minecraft shaders deal. It's really awesome.
Oh, it is for sure, but we're not here for the lighting, Rob. We're here for the gameplay as we're closing into the central part of the map, and I don't know if you saw, but Clowner actually used his ultimate really early there. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe a misinput or something there. As shots are beginning to be fired, but that's not where the main portion of the damage is coming from. It's the ultimate, and Clowner just uses rocks, setting GetDazzled up freely to use his flux, but it's just about avoided with a little bit of pole dancing, and now Clowner has a very high ultimate charge, and is going to look to pop it very soon. There it is. And GetDazzled just about misses his rock onto Clowner, but from the grasp gains a lot of shield health. He's looking to turn this one around, but it doesn't look likely, and the first round is going to be going to Clowner there.
Very close on that flux from GetDazzled, but Clowner is just able to dodge it by breaking line of sight with the pillar. Very good movement from him there. Let's see if he's able to keep it up heading into the second round.
What is he doing?
And again, Clowner is using the flux out of spawn.
Oh, I see what's happening. He's using the flux to get out of spawn faster, I guess? I'm not sure, it hardly seems worth it to me, but to him I guess it's just the right play.
It doesn't seem like it's worth to me either, as GetDazzled again starting this round off with the ultimate advantage. But they're playing the poke game here. I think he wants to avoid doing this here, otherwise he's going to lose the ultimate advantage. But let's see where this goes.
Doesn't look like he's listening.
Clowner here with a rock on to GetDazzled, using it early, leaving him with no counter for that flux. It's not looking good for Clowner, he's sitting on less than a quarter of his health. But he's able to build a graphitic flux here, trying to find the best time to use it, but it looks like he's holding onto it too long. He's going to pop it shortly after landing a rock, and this might just be enough to finish GetDazzled off and clutch this round. But the rock from GetDazzled is going to push him and end this pantomime.
Oh, harsh words, Roberts. I'd argue Clowner put up a good fight there. He almost came back at the end.
Yeah, but he's using abilities like a fool.
That is also true. As we see, yep, foolishness at its finest, and then he... Oh no.
Oh, good God.
What a catastrophe of events that just happened there.
I'm personally not so sure about any of the events that have just unfolded.
What is this guy thinking?
That I really do not know, but what I do know is this battle's going to be commencing here. Trickles from both sides. Clowner takes space and advances to the Mega on the right side of the point. They're dancing around poles, and Clowner again falls for the rock bait.
He's just going to use his flux.
He uses his flux, but damn, Clowner shows us some more tricks up his sleeve. And now it's GetDazzled using his rock early, but luckily for him, Clowner doesn't have the flux yet, still recovering from using it at the beginning of the match. It's Clowner coming with the rock again, giving him a haircut, a trim off the top, or in this case just the side. It's GetDazzled, advancing onto Clowner this time. The roles have been switched, and it's very close to what happened the first game, but this opens Clowner up for the flux. He connects it, and GetDazzled has no other choice but to use his grasp, and enough damage has been done for his ultimate to charge, and he's gonna pop it without hesitation. Clowner looking for the rock, but again misses by a hair. That's what's gonna give GetDazzled the window of opportunity to finish him off, and close in round 2. My, what a round that was.
Just take a moment to catch your breath there, Will. What a round that was, though. So many close calls and so many tight finishes. I think the root of this lies with the so many mistakes happening from both of these players, not adjusting to these cooldowns and health changes. But things are looking up as we see Clowner holding onto his ultimate here. It only took 3 rounds to realise that it was a pathetic way to start the round off, but it's looking promising so far. As we see a mild amount of confusion here as they appear to have fully switched sides heading into this fight, and Clowner right off the bat is going to use that flux onto GetDazzled, and he unfortunately misses the rock to cancel it, but replies with a flux of his own! And they both have connected, leaving both of these players at critical conditions. Clowner lands that rock, allowing him to get some big numbers onto GetDazzled. Clowner forced to use the grasp as both players a shot or two away from death here, and it's going to be Clowner taking the win for the round here.
I can't even fathom how low his health must be right now. 38! That is an absolutely disgusting way to finish off a round. That is unbelievable.
As we head into the last round here, it's 2-2. Clowner has decided to yet again hold on to that flux, which is looking very promising for him. GetDazzled decided not to make the same mistake Clowner did too, and hold on to that flux. Probably looking to use it very early into the round and secure some early damage. There it is, dancing like Shakira around that statue.
Clowner unable to follow up with a rock, but responds with a flux of his own, but GetDazzled with the rock, and are you kidding me? Straight off the map like a recreation of the movie 300. What an unreal way to end this game of the 1v1 battle. Yet again, another 3-2 finish, putting us at a 1-1 heading into the final round for the tiebreaker.
But not before some quick words from our sponsor. Stick around.
Ever dream about being morbidly overweight? About being diabetic? Have you dreamt of food so greasy it makes your hair look like straw? McDinkles, the top of the food chain, the fast food chain.
And there you have it, folks. Heading into the final round of the 1v1 battle, brought to you by McDinkles, the top of the fast food chain. Will, what are your thoughts heading into the final round of this 1v1 battle?
Oh, it's Clowner.
What?
It's Clowner. He's gonna win the round.
Oh, so you've changed your mind then?
No, I've thought Clowner from the start. I was just saying I thought GetDazzled would win to be different for more entertaining content.
Oh, well there you have it, folks. As we begin to head into match 3, the final match of the 1v1. I believe Clowner will win this also. Those statistics show him to be a higher mechanically skilled player, and in the single shot Sigma round, it's all about landing those hyperspheres. As we see shots being fired already, as Clowner dropping down to the lower side of the map, GetDazzled following shortly after taking the fight to him. I've never seen him so aggressive. Look at how confident he looks. He makes Clowner almost look scared, playing around the maze of the walls here on the underside of Castillo. This is a scene straight out of Scooby-Doo, but the fight continues. GetDazzled landing consistent hyperspheres, and Clowner responding with some of his own, but it's not enough, and just like that, GetDazzled takes the first round.
I was really not expecting that, actually. Clowner was juking himself so hard at the end there.
I don't think either of them really knew where even themselves were, Will.
That's right, Rob. As we head into round 2, let's keep our fingers crossed that they'll be able to find each other this time around. GetDazzled opting to start this round at the low ground this time, and Clowner making space in the central part of the map. Clowner landing the first shots here, getting an early lead as GetDazzled takes the fight to him. His health dropping to half, leading this fight with an early advantage here.
But don't speak too soon. Dazzle landing big numbers on Clowner. And what the hell just happened?
That was just as close as that round on Ilios with just 5 HP remaining. GetDazzled leading this round with a 2-0 thus far. Will he full sweep this round to secure him the victory?
Well, I suppose we'll just have to watch, Will. Let's not get ahead of ourselves as the doors open. Clowner opting to take the indoor route and GetDazzled heading through the main arches, looking a little lost again. Clowner finding his groove, but unable to find his opponent.
It would seem they've made a full loop around and they found themselves right where they started. Right back at the high ground choke. GetDazzled opting to maintain the high ground, poking from a distance, whilst Clowner taking the central statue as his own. Dazzled now deciding to join him, an up-close battle as we see shots being hit and missed from both players. Clowner really using that statue to his advantage, picking the perfect time to engage and to GetDazzled and securing the kill.
Had me worried for a second there. I thought GetDazzled was coming in for the full sweep to take this round home.
I mean, what did I say about Clowner? I told you.
Yeah, alright, shut up, as we're heading into round 4 of what could be the ultimate or the penultimate game of this series. GetDazzled catching Clowner at an off angle, landing consistent shots onto him. And oh great heavens, not giving Clowner a chance to regain any of his adaptive shield back.
That's brutal. That means a lot of the damage he had just done is permanent, whilst GetDazzled sitting at a very high health pool. Clowner now rotating to the high ground, trying to crawl his way to safety, but the predator chases the prey. GetDazzled giving Clowner a hard time.
It's just the little trickle damage every time, forcing Clowner to back off because he has to regen. GetDazzled is looking very dominant in this game, and you can tell that he's planning on closing the series here.
He's really not giving him much of a chance to regen any health back here, as he's being forced back to his spawn room, looking like a scared baby lamb.
GetDazzled playing in his comfort zone, slowly and patiently, waiting for Clowner to bring the fight to him. He really needs to find a good window of engagement here, or it's looking like a finished game. Clowner taking the vantage point, but again is so easily forced back down with what little health he had left.
Clowner now trying to find his way to the point, but it's not looking great.
GetDazzled waiting on the point area. He knows Clowner has to come to the point or else he loses automatically.
Very good play.
And Clowner is going to make his attempt at coming to the point, and oh, there you have it! GetDazzled, the victor of the very first series of 1v1 battles, just as I had expected.
No, you said Clowner would win.
Thank you all so much for being a part of this epic battle. I've been Will.
And I've been Rob. And stay tuned for more games in the future.
Hey, what's going on guys? I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a project I've been working really hard on for reaching 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so very much for allowing me to reach this milestone. We had a lot of fun making this project together, and I really cannot take all the credit. So thank you to my opponent and good friend Rob for your amazing work with the recording, voiceover, and the incredible thumbnail art. Not to forget about the pig drawings as well for this sponsor. His Instagram art page will be linked in the description. If you're interested in seeing more from him, I strongly recommend you check it out. And thank you to every one of you for watching my videos and keeping me on my toes making more videos for you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this. I'm sure both of us would be more than happy to produce more videos like this in the future, so if you enjoyed it as much as we did, let us know what hero you'd like to see, or any ideas you'd like to share. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Farewell.